full audience here today already. Super pumped to have Adrian, Dr. Tony, and Jose here. Appreciate you being here. Today, we're going to kick this thing off, and we're going to review a founding member's marketing material for a new business. One, I want to say thank you all for being here and the new time. Apologies for making the shift or the adjustment, but I had some other responsibilities and other business ventures that are going to take up that 11 o'clock spot. So we'll be at the 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time moving forward until further notice. And as always, I do my best to make sure it's aligned with your guys' schedules as well. So glad to have the folks that are here. So solid show up. Cool. So Jose, it looks like you're here. Glad to have you here. I don't know if you're just listening in or if you want to come up, but Jose has a mechanic shop and car wash detailing business in his garage, and he's got a business card attached. And we also have a site here. Would love some feedback on both. So let's make sure we get both of these open real quick. And the first thing I'll do is we'll review the business cards. So one, in terms of design, I like the design. Very sleek, very simple, very straight to the point. This is what I do. JL Auto Service, and a phone number, and then, hey, we speak Spanish, right? Like that's huge. Now, in terms of marketing, right, what do we want to stand out? Whether we're making a landing page, a freebie, or a post, we want to make sure that the design yells what I want them to do. So ideally, I would want the phone number to be yelling at the customer, right? What's the number? Like, now, yes, it does stand out here to the bottom left, but we have to consider this is a business card now. It's going to be much smaller in the hand. So trying to find a way to make that number and the design, make this kind of the prominent, like, here's what I want you to do at some point is to give us a call. So it would just be a small rearrangement of some of the words in the layout. And I would consider it being somewhere here at the top, right across the top here. And then having the Se Habla Español underneath it, and then adjusting the JL Auto Service, and then of course the tagline, right? The tagline can move down to the left a little bit. That's my immediate feedback in terms of just what stands out. Like immediately when I look at this, I see JL Auto Service and I see the car. The number comes third, not only just because of the weight, the thickness and the size of the text, but also on how my eyes read naturally. I'm reading from top to bottom. And so again, I want them to see the number. I want them to know, like, hey, call me, text me, whatever it is, right? I would want to have that as well. And again, call to action. So call to action on the front is okay. When it comes to business cards, you want to use up as much of the space as possible, and you want to tell them what you want them to do. So call me, get a free quote, get, whatever the offer might be, text me. Like I want to tell them what I need them to do. The tagline is important, but on a business card, it's not as important other than here's what we do, right? So where the 7th oil changes on me and every service comes with a quick wash, right? Perfect. So that's a nice bonus. So I want to make sure there's space for this to even be bolder. Like JL Auto Service, yes, that's your brand. But right now in the beginning stages of any business, the JL Auto Service, that should be less highlighted. That should be less of what it is. Like it's there. I would want to reverse and flip these two in terms of font size and width and how much space it takes up. I want to scream, hey, your 7th oil change is free with us, and every service comes with a free car wash, right? Like premium car wash. Not even, I wouldn't say quick wash. I would say premium wash. It may be premium, it may not be premium. I'm not sure what those washes are. If it is just a quick wash, then that's fine. But what's the irresistible offer on this card that's going to get me to do what? Call and or text. So Jose, that's my feedback, at least on the front facing, but I like the colors. I like the branding. I like the car. It stands out, right? You're trying to attract the premium car owner, right? Someone who looks like drive a BMW or a Lexus or a Mercedes of some sort, right? Because you have a premium car on the front. So you're trying to attract those folks, which is good because that's a good audience to go to because they have money and they want to have top level premium services. Now on the back here, it looks like you have kind of like the stamp or the click option on the back of the card, right? So that way they can track how many oil changes they've had with you. And then of course they get the 7-1 free. And then you have all the other services you have back here. Now, what I would recommend is removing the icons, because I want to keep in mind, this is a small business card. There's not going to be a lot of space and a thin font. When I say the weight of the font, it's very thin. If you were to go get one printed as a test run, it may not pop off the card as best as you'd like to, which means it's going to be hard to read. I think for other services, you want to have it here, but I would have all the icons removed, not necessarily needed. People know about the brakes, the drive belts, the tune-ups. I would remove the icons and just list them out, which means you'll have more space to put other things on here, right? And then of course I like the QR code. I didn't scan it, by the way, but let me scan it right here. Let me see what the QR code takes me to. All right. We're going to do a full breakdown. So we got book, square up. Perfect. So you have straight to a booking app. So, right. So I'd say scan for price menu. So yeah, you've got a price menu right here. So you're eliminating like them having to call you and get quotes. And so two things about this. The first one is you're eliminating they don't need to reach out to you. They're going to see what they want on here. They're going to select it. You're going to get it booked in. And then it looks like they either pay or don't pay beforehand. So that's great. You're eliminating them having to reach out to you. You're eliminating you having to respond, having like any time with like curating this sale. The second part of this, which is the opposite side, is if you're sending people business cards and they're not booking, right? Like you're leaving them, like they have to make the decision to book, which means is this set up and optimized to make the offer on why they need to get this booked in today. Now you are in an industry where you might be able to get sales and not have to do any effort to get the sales, because it's a universal need. It's a universal problem and you have a solution, and people just want to make sure that they have access to this real quickly. So only time will tell based on the Square app that you're using, the Square up with all the services. And they're basically going to look at it and say, oh, hey, headlight restoration service, and I would love to do that. Let me open it and purchase it. They have to, the app itself, the imagery, the headlines, that needs to pop off the screen. And then of course there's always a talk about order in which popularity is going to sell, right? So I would actually have this listed out. I would have, I would start going through the more popular services, right? So full detailing service, that would be at the top, because most people, like when they want to do some sort of car maintenance or car wash, that's like usually what they're always looking for. So I would order in the order in which these are listed at the top. I would start doing some research and finding out what are the most popular services consumers buy when it comes to car detailing and tune-up services. And I would have those as the top options at the top. Because that's what, because if I'm looking at this and I'm trying to move fast and I see all these options, I'm like, where's the full detailing one? I don't see the full detailing one. And then because they're moving fast, right? I'm trying to be the consumer. It's the fourth one from the bottom. I might miss it. I might get fed up and I might just move on to the next thing, because you know how our attention is. So I would want to have those top ranked ones in order from top to least in terms of what's the most popular services consumers are purchasing in this space. I'm sure if we plug in a ChatGPT, plug in your list, I'm sure it'll rank it for you right away, and you just adjust them on the app. But I do like that you have the QR code here on the card itself. But I would, I would say scan for price menu. I would maybe come up with something a little bit more clever, or something that's going to get them to say now I want to say discount. I don't want you to discount anything, but I want you to kind of we'll have to come up with another way to get them to scan it, right? Why should I scan this today, right? So this should be more of, instead of scan for price menu, this could be scan, get your car washed now, or fix your brakes today, right? Something, because that's the need and the problem that they have in their head. And the fact that they're even looking at your card, we already know they're looking for a solution. So instead of saying scan for price menu, which that may actually work because people just want to price things out, I would say fix your brakes today or solve your car worries now. Try to get them in the mindset that they're in. Is that making sense, Jose?
Yes. Or would it be like get your car service today? Maybe like that.
Yeah, something like that, right? Like book your car service today, right? We're telling them like they're thinking it, they need help. We're telling them to do it, right? Just like in YouTube, I use this as an example. The reason why this is still the number one tactic and strategy on YouTube is in the beginning of your videos, you should always ask the viewer to like and subscribe, is because it shows an increase. Like anybody who hasn't done it before, when they start doing it, they see a 10 to 20% increase in new subscribers just by asking that simple question in the beginning. It's a psychological thing that all of us people do, and we give back and we take that action because one, we like being told what to do from time to time, and secondly, if there's been value given, we want to typically respond. Our consumers, our viewers, they will reciprocate. So a quick like and subscribe isn't hard to do. Here, right? What are they looking at? They're taking time to read everything we offer. Book your cleaning today. Book your service today, and then like have the finger icon pointing to the QR code. So that's the business card feedback.
Got it. Yes.
And so it looks like the link just takes you right over. Okay, perfect. So this is your menu. Awesome, right? So again, when we talk, we're going to talk two things here, right? We're going to talk design, and then we're going to talk what is the consumer looking for. And we talked a little bit about this on the phone app, where most people will probably be clicking to look at your services, right? I would have all of the top options here ranked from top to bottom. And so if I just do this, right? Look, this is how simple it is, team. Folks, I call everybody the team here. We're gonna hop into ChatGPT. Okay, rank these services in order of popularity in with consumers. And I could obviously have a better ChatGPT, but I'm just trying to move fast here, right? So I just took all of his services, copied them, and pasted them in. And we're just going to go right down the list and see which is the popular. And those should be the ones in the beginning at the top of your menu, right? And so as you can see here, we got number one, oil change service and quick hand wash. Quick hand wash service, vacuum and hand wash, exterior and interior hand wash. So you see how like you have tire rotation, tire repair, diagnostics, full detailing service. Actually, full detailing service. Like, don't know why that's
to
so.
the end.
Yeah, is at the end. That seems kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I would take this for again, right? I would take it further and make sure that it's going into that. It's going in that order all the way down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of this is kind of already in that order. You do have that like oil change and quick hand wash right here at the top. So in terms of design, right, this gets the job done. And again, it's a universal need. So in terms of design, if I were to rank this out of 10, I'd give it a 7, which means it's there, like it works, it will get the job done. You don't need to make any design adjustments today, but obviously there's going to be a nice delta 3 spots. So like how can I really make this stand out above and beyond, right? How can I make the design that premium look? So we have a premium service right now. The look design wise, right? You're working with what the best at your ability, right, Jose?
Yes.
It doesn't match the premium service that you're offering. But again, it gets the job done, right? What is premium? And again, premium is when you have more funds, when you're generating some revenue, 3, 6, 9 months from now, when you have a nice little fund set aside for the business. Maybe you now go out to someone who's a design specialist for menus and things to this nature. Find other people out there that are doing work like this, and then say, hey, can you make mine look like this? I don't know if I have. Let me see if I can find an old client of mine. Let's see if he pops up. Is it this guy here? No, I don't think it's this guy. Let's see
Well,
if I
I
type
mean,
his name.
probably that could be because that's the free version of the website that Squares give you.
Yeah, of course. Like
Probably the
the first,
paid version is a little bit better and stuff.
yeah. Oh, there it is. No, was it? No. I have a guy that I follow. He was a past client of mine, a fitness coach. But he turned fitness coach into car detailing. And I'm trying to find his account, but because he does a really great job. Oh, here it is. Redefine. There it is. So refined rides. He does the same thing. He works with his dad out of his garage. So one, I'm going to drop this in the Zoom chat. But two, go follow this guy. He's killing it. He understands marketing. He understands paid ads and how to get business and drive traffic, right? And just learn from people who are doing it, right? So if we open up his
Mhm.
website, not like, to be honest, his is like a 7.5, set 8 maybe, if I were to rank in terms of design. But it's simple, sleek, right? All the footer information. So just things to consider when you're looking at your site, comparing from side to side, right?
Mhm.
I know you're using the service app, the Square app, and it helps you move fast, so it gets the job done. But in the future, right, when you decide to start leveling up the design and the presentation of the website, I would totally follow what Jordan's doing over here, even with the content, right?
Got it.
I've taught him, document, don't create, and they're just documenting all the car cleanings, and they really just do detailing. That I don't think they do anything else. But yeah. So that's my feedback for the two spots there. Any other clarity or questions you have in regards to those two items?
No, I think I'm all good for now. If anything, I'll reach out. Um, I will get back to this recording, so when I get home, I'll take the advice that you gave me. So
Absolutely.
that's it.
And Jose, right? Like, and this is for everyone here live and watching on a replay. Jose's doing what 99.9% of the folks out there are not doing. They're not taking action. So, this is massive win in terms of moving in the right direction, Jose. You're taking action, you're creating designs, you're making the adjustments, you're getting feedback, from other experts, and you're A/B testing kind of like what you're doing and what others are going to do. So keep that mentality in terms of like the next step. Like, what's the next step? I have the marketing materials. It may not be perfect, but it's good enough. It's done.
Mhm.
The next step is going to be, all right, well, how many people am I talking to? Am I doing in-person greetings? Am I dropping cards in the local neighborhood, right? Like guerrilla marketing, just like in real estate, right? Bandit signs and flyers. Am I going to each home? Am I knocking? Like, what am I doing, right? Those actions will be your next focus points. And once you do those actions, tracking those actions is the next important. Well, Matthew, I went out into the neighborhood yesterday and I knocked 200 homes. And of the 200 homes, 10 people signed up for an upcoming quick car wash at my house. Okay, we have some numbers to work with. What is the revenue for that? And so, not saying that's a great turnout, like that may not be a great result, a great
Something.
conversion. One, it's something, but two, then we can look at it whole, like from a number standpoint and say, okay, 200, I can't do it in my head, but I think that's 5%, right? 10 divided by 200. Yeah, it's 5%. So you only converted 5% of your door knocks. I would say that's probably not a good door knock conversion rate for car washes. You probably want to be closer to 15, 20%. So if you're closer to 15, 20%, let's say 20%, you should have had 40. Your goal would be 40 customers to have interest in signing up for something that day. And if a quick car wash, let's just pull it up. Let's just not even say car wash. Let's say oil change. Let's say oil change was hot. Everyone wanted oil changes. You did 20% sales oil changes. You knocked 200 doors, which means you were out all day for 8 hours, just walking neighborhood to neighborhood. Well, that's $50, right? Up to 55 quarts is 50. Let's just say $50. So 40 people times 50, you're looking at 2,000. You would have scheduled and booked out roughly $2,000 worth of services that day. Now, obviously, those people are going to be spread out. The next 40 oil changes are going to be spread out based on your availability and time slot, and then coordinating with those folks. But that would be kind of like, man, that's a great day. Your month, like, hey, man, I'm good for the month. If you're a solopreneur doing it yourself, you booked in 40 oil changes, it's going to net you or gross you at least $2,000. And now you got to schedule out those oil changes over the next, 2 to 4 weeks. Then you can look at your numbers and say, my efforts for going out one day and door knocking 200 doors in this neighborhood, the actions matched, my input matched my output, and I feel good. But if you knock 200 doors and you only get 5 people to sign up, well, if you track your numbers, now we know, okay, well, we need to start focusing on kind of like your pitch, your sales pitch, right? Like handling objections, and how many people open the door, how many people didn't open the door, right? So we get into a numbers game. So that way you, Jose, and everyone else here, that's why numbers are so important. And I'm a nerd and a geek when it comes to numbers, because in business, if you don't know your numbers, then are you really in business? Because you don't really know how to navigate your next decision. Jose could be doing the right thing he needs to do. It's the best thing outside of maybe Facebook ads for him to take action on his skill set. But if he's getting a bunch of people to open their doors and then he's walking away with no business, then at least he knows where he has a deficiency. And now it's time for him to make a decision and say, well, if I'm going to keep doing this, I got to get better at something, because I can't be doing 200 doors a day to only get 5 clients, 5 customers. I need to increase that customer. And typically, all industries, in person or online, it will come down to your sales skills, your ability to make a irresistible offer, handle objections, and make the sale. But Jose, great work there, man. I appreciate you bringing that to the front, and I hope some of the feedback that I've given you today will give you some clarity and some confidence. And when you get that first sale, bro, like, come celebrate it. Come celebrate it with us. Let us know.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. I already got clients and everything. I already have
Even
people
better. There we go. I love it, Jose.
Yeah. But
I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Appreciate everything,
Jose.
man. Thank you. Keep in contact. Later.
Later, bud. All right. So the floor is open. We got Adrian, Dr. Tony. Anyone else like to come up and ask a question or get some feedback, some clarity around a project they're working on? Start there first. Hey there, Dr. Tony. Good to see you again.
Can I ask a very simple question that you might have answered somewhere on the platform that I haven't found yet?
Absolutely. That's what these calls are for.
Okay, good. You can just point me in that direction if it's too simple. I have not done any affiliate marketing yet, and in the school, my group is up. I'm putting in founding members now. When I get to about 10, then I'm going to share my affiliate link with friends. And other than sharing it with a couple friends, is there a business strategy to all of this? I see you're at 50%, right? You would share 50% of the school take with somebody.
Correct. So we don't have a complete detailed training around affiliate marketing. I do know that there is a recording where I talk a little bit about affiliate marketing, but also it's more aligned with like monthly recurring revenue kind of products. So softwares, school communities like this, right? Like yours. And so the overall arching idea around affiliates is affiliates pay commissions because they don't want to pay for ads, right? Most businesses, they rely on their affiliate army to go out and promote word of mouth, because word of mouth is still ranked the best way to get your product out there in front of people. Is if and it's good or bad, right? So you always want good word of mouth. So that's why like you always want to do the best you can to fulfill at a high level, give the client the best experience, but ultimately obviously drive them results based on the results we promise or claim. And so that way they can go and speak to their friends, right? And we have to nudge them from time to time to say, hey, like, Is there anybody else in your network that could greatly benefit from working with me or learning from what we're doing here? Like, please share. Oh, by the way, here's your personalized affiliate link. So if anyone does sign up, it automatically tracks whatever they purchased, and here's the commission level in which you get a reward for. And then you let them know, like, is it 20% commission, 50% commission, like that? You decide what that commission looks like based on the price of the product and based on, like, again, the more you give back, the more likely they're wanting to push it. If I know my group right now is only $5, and yeah, 50% on $5 is not a lot. And so early on, like, promoting my group is one, you're building over time. But when we are going to jump up to $47 here once we get to 50 fully paid members. Once we hit that milestone, this group will jump to $50. Well, 50% of $50 is, $22, $23, right? And remember, the idea behind affiliates is it's not just so you could get your monthly commission or monthly recurring revenue off of another service. It's, wait, I'm partnered with this company that has the solution that I needed. And I know there's a bunch of other folks that need this solution as well, but I don't want to go build the solution out. Like, I may be the expert in that solution now, but the time, energy, and effort to go build a course, to build a community, to build a SaaS product, to do whatever to solve this problem, why don't I just give them my affiliate link and speak good about this product and say, hey, like, this is why I bought it. This is why I love it. And like, if you're struggling with these, you have to now become the spokesperson for that company, which also means you also have to get really good at creating the hook, the sales pitch, the offer, and to get people and to drive traffic from your network.
Mm-hmm.
From there, right? That's why, if done properly, people who do reviews of products on YouTube, make great YouTube videos explaining a product, walking them through it, and then people who are interested in getting that product because maybe they just found out about it, hey, I've got my affiliate link down below. If you think it's a product you'd like to go, it helps support the channel. Please use my affiliate link down below. They make the claim, or they disclose that they're an affiliate for the program or for the product, and then they have their affiliate link down below. And if that video takes off, Sean Cannell is a YouTube guy that I've been following for many, many years. He does a ton of product reviews for cameras, lighting, software. He mentioned in one of his recent interviews, he's got one video he made about 2 years ago that's grossed him close to $60,000 in affiliate commissions.
Nice.
Not just ad spend stuff like where he's getting paid by YouTube partners, just into affiliate commissions, because he'll have a list of all the links to all of his products on Amazon. For 2 years, like, people are, finding it by searching. He's got a great review of whatever the product is he's selling, and then he's got a list of affiliate links in the description, and people use that link to support the channel.
Okay.
So the way we treat our groups, very similar, right? Oh, I have a group. It's paid. How do I get people to become an affiliate? The beauty of Skool, and I might have to ask you a clarifying question. The beauty of Skool is, now that you're in the group, whether you're a free member or you paid to get in, you all now have the ability to go to your affiliate section and copy your affiliate link, or not even the affiliate section. You could go to the about page. And I'll bring this up as an example.
So you put your affiliate link there for anybody?
Well, the thing is, it's already in there. That's the beauty of what Skool does.
Okay.
So this is a free group. So let me find a paid group. Okay, so you have Quantum Collective Coaches, right? This is a free group, but if I hit invite people, that's my affiliate link to this group. So if anybody signs up, even though it's free, it'll be tracked underneath me. But for Dan, what I like to do is, he's made a lot of changes in here. That's really cool. I want to go to his paid group. So he's actually made some changes, so that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find his paid group. Yeah. So I can't find the paid group. Oh, here it is. So if I go to the paid community, it's $2.99 a month. Now, I'm not in his paid community, but if I was and I was on the about page, my link to this group would be right here. It would say invite people.
So anytime any Skool group says invite people, it's an affiliate link.
That's now an affiliate link for everyone to track. So when you hit copy or when you hit invite people and that link pops up, it will have, this is actually a better example because I'm in this group. This is a paid group. It doesn't have, I'm also an admin, so it doesn't pop up for me here. But if I wasn't an admin, it would say invite people here. But what I would do is I would go to settings. I would go to, was it dashboard invite? Yeah, it would be invite. So right here. So this would be where I need to go as an admin. But you see how it says about reference and it's got this big long number there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the code that tracks that anybody who comes and joins this group, it came from me.
Right.
But I'm an admin of this group, so it says settings, but normally it would say invite people.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's Skool. All of my products are on Kajabi. My website's on Kajabi. It's all in one, right? And there's affiliate links for, I don't think there's an affiliate link for all the products, but I think there's an affiliate link for each one. When I started my podcast and also when I launched a book, I ended up having like a Zoom launch party.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Zoom launch party, it worked really well. And would you, you know, as you were talking, I was thinking, what if I had a Zoom affiliate party and shared my products? Because yes, you can see the list, you can see the description, but you really don't know about it. So I think it would hit somebody's brain to remember it a little bit better if they went to a Zoom party and we laughed and had fun and all of that kind of stuff. Is that silly?
One, no idea in business is silly. Just to make that clear, everything is like I always say yes to everything. But the second part of that formula is that going to be the quickest way to move the needle for the ultimate desired result, right? So the desired result is I want more people clicking on these affiliate links. I need more people to buy so that way I get my commissions, right? So one, hosting a live party, affiliate party, name it whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to move the needle and help me get to this end goal faster? And do I have the time, energy, and bandwidth to execute, right? So that's why we always look at every idea we come across our table. We need to critique our idea and what we want to do in that fashion. So that's the framework, foundational framework of, is it silly or should I do it or not, right? It's no, will this work? Yes. But is this the right time for me to focus on it? And do I have the energy and effort to execute? So one, yes, great idea. Two, time, energy, and effort, right? Do you have the time, energy, and effort to host the show, pre-market the show, send out emails, get people excited to show up because you need everyone there live. So live party is just like a live webinar. All the same metrics matter. Minimum 2 weeks window, so you have time to build excitement. Got to make an offer. Why should anybody show up to this affiliate party? So now you have to create a headline and a hook to like who needs to be in these seats. Mm-hmm. So that way people sign up and register or show up. And then when you're there, executing, right? Hey, today, here's what we're going to go through. I want to make sure I do this live. So if anyone has questions about each individual product that I represent, that I partnered with, we'll be opening up the call after each product. So if you have questions, and then once all the questions have been asked per product, then we'll move on to the next product, right? Here's a list of the products we're going to go through today. So if there's something that really stands out for you, stick around. We're going to get through each of these. Boom. All right. We're going to dive into product number one. Blah, 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 blah. This is what it does. This is the transformation you're going to get. Here's all the great things about it. Here's why I not only use this product, but here's why I've partnered with them to get it in front of more people, because this is the transformation it brings you. This is the result you're going to get, right? Okay. Anybody have questions about this product? No. Cool. All right. We're going to move on to the next product. How you present it, it's really up to you, but obviously doing it in a way that's engaging. It's a party. Like you said, everyone's laughing, having a good time. And then finally is making sure, like, driving traffic, like where, like, are we just going to say, hey, inside of Skool or inside of Kajabi, like, is it all going to be built out in Skool? then I would showcase wherever you want them to go and show them where it lives. And then, hey, if any of you like this product and want to take advantage, it's inside your classroom. Open up this thing here, click that button there, and that'll take you straight to the page. Or I'll just drop it right here in Zoom for everybody if they want to check it out now. And you just have that quick link for your affiliate right in there and drop it in Zoom. And then everyone can just pop it open real quick. And then you leave it up to their marketing, right, to do the rest of the sales. You hope that when they land on that sales page for whatever the product is, you hope that they buy. You've done everything you can up to that point, right?
Right. No, I think about it because I'm an affiliate for or a partner with not many, a few different products. And I just never get time. They're just sitting there. And I thought, if somebody would have spent like a half an hour, like this is actually well, we'll just say it. It's a sex toy company, right? I'm a sexologist. So if somebody would have spent a half an hour, here it is, and here's the link, and this is what you're selling, instead of an email that I delete every week, you know what I mean? I was just thinking about, how to get people to actually get excited and use it and make some money.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, I think it all starts with building the excitement, not just, hey, what is this thing? But what does it benefit the consumer?
Like
this
the
applies.
Program is $10, but the products go up to $7,000, for a retreat. And I am absolutely open to sharing a affiliate so that I don't have to go find another person,
Well, of course, right. Exactly. If you can build a relationship where you're like, hey, like I'd be more than happy to be an affiliate for your program. And you're saying anybody who signs up with my link, you're going to give me, 10%, 20%, whatever that number is, right? You work out that relationship. Then that's like anything for like my podcast Guest.io, the company I'm currently consulting with and helping grow. Like if I've already talked to Devin, like he'll give me 2 to 5K based on the total price sign up. And we're selling $20 to $50,000 packages for podcasting services. So, obviously like if I believe in the service and I represent it, like there's going to come a day, which is very soon, where I'm going to start promoting our company I'm working for. And I'm going to bring in my level of influence and people that I know, not just here and Be Bold, but also in the real estate space. Because a lot of those folks want to get on podcasts. I'm just going to tell them what we're doing, how it benefits them. If what they're trying to do in their business is grow and get more exposure and get more eyes on them and become like the next expert in the industry, podcasting is one of the best ways to go. And it's the more affordable ways than trying to get on stage, because getting on stage is much harder. It is much more credibility, but that's harder. Getting on virtual podcasts that have big followings is much easier. But hey, if you want us to do all the work for you, we have all the relationships, we can get you on 12 for 20K.
Right.
And then, hey, here's the link. Go sign up, get on a call with Devin and the team. If it's a great fit, good, cool. If not, then no worries. Like, hey, at least you check this out. But if they did sign up and Devin knows that I brought them there and I drove traffic, then he's going to give me, based on what they sign up on, a percentage of that. The higher the tiered ticket product, the more you make on that percentage, even if it's only 10%, right? If you sell a $7,000 retreat and all you did was talk about it and the benefits of it and why people should go on it, and you say, hey, if anyone's interested, here's the link, go check it out, and people sign up, well, that's if it pays 10%, you'll make $700 per sign up, but you didn't have to do a sales call.
Right.
That's why affiliate marketing is very attractable to a lot of people. But the caveat is you have to have a lot of output. So the strategy for you, Dr. Tony, is if you're looking to shift the adjustment a little bit for your business and what you want to focus on, if affiliates is the answer, which again, I tell everybody, everything is the answer, but it may not be for everyone, right? A high ticket coaching program and all, like, what is the next best thing that you can do that can still yield the revenue we desire? Affiliate marketing, people grow 6-figure, 7-figure plus affiliate businesses, and they don't own any of the products. So it's just, what are they doing? They're putting out 2-3 YouTube videos a week, doing Q&As, high level search rank, you're in sexology. I know YouTube might be a little difficult to do some of your videos. You'd have to really read into like what you can and can't talk about, right?
Yeah, YouTube's pretty good, actually. I mean, I've never been censored there at all. And so,
But with that being said, right, once you know the guidelines and you feel you can operate on a channel where there's a lot of traffic to be found, now we need to set up and optimize to make sure people are driven to the products you're talking about, right? Are my links all located in the description below? Because like Sean Cannell and a lot of the other creators out there, and this is something I've been trying to do as well too with some of my products, is create more YouTube videos answering all the questions around a specific product, giving them insights, giving them a test run or a view. Like people want to see stuff before they buy. And normally when a company doesn't have something, what do? We jump to YouTube to find, hey, had anybody else purchase this product? Did anybody else do a product review? Oh, this person did a product review. Oh man, I love it. They're holding it, they're using it, or whatever. Like I don't want to say using it in your space, but they're holding it, right? You know? Like because we don't want to get Teamu'd where we go buy a $10 product and the thing comes in like this big, right?
right.
Like we want an actual size product. I've seen this happen before, right? I'm gonna grab this flashlight. Like on Temu, I want a flashlight. I'm a flashlight guy through and through. But this flashlight I bought in the military, it was a $120 flashlight. But if I go on like Temu or Amazon and I see the same flashlight, it looks like that, but then it's only $20. I'm gonna be like, oh, something's not right. So let me go to YouTube and make sure, like, hey, did somebody else order the same flashlight off Temu or Amazon? And is it legit the same size and the same quality? Oh, it is. Perfect. Well, most people will say, you know what, let's just click the link on the description and go buy it. And now they're tracked for that purchase.
Right.
So
Right.
then the strategy comes down to videos. What kind of videos to make around the product? You want to have long form, in-depth review, product service review. Post them on YouTube. Have high level titles and searchability. What are people searching for? And then in the video, you're telling people like, hey, if this is the product or the service you'd like to check out even more, I've got all the links in the description down below for you to go do your own research. And then those links go to your affiliate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. After Adrian has a question, I'd love to share with you my numbers. We
Absolutely.
had talked last week about speaking at a summit, and is it worth my time or not? I did track it, and I think it'll amuse you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be interested. All right, Adrian, what do you got for me today?
Question: are you using like any AI tools to like automate some of your stuff on social media, like your Facebook, Instagram, just to try and get a faster and more broader outreach?
Me personally, no. But are there tools out there that can absolutely be used? Yes.
Yeah. I've been looking at some tools. I was just wondering if you use any, if you have been using any.
So I have not deployed any tools as of lately. In the past, there was a tool called Agora Pulse that I used before AI was even a thing. I think Agora Pulse is still out active. But the tools that you're probably coming across now are probably tools that plug in all these other third-party softwares. They talk to each other and then they go do the actions for you. So yes.
What's it called?
Agora Pulse is the one that I started, but what Agora Pulse does, it's a central management for all your platforms. So what that means is if you create one piece of content on Agora Pulse, you can then assign it to multiple platforms, and then you can assign it different release dates, different schedule dates. So the idea there was you create one piece of content, and then it'll automatically post to all your socials that are connected based on Facebook. Let's say you only post on Mondays on Facebook. Well, if you select Facebook for the post, it'll post that post on Monday, just Monday for Facebook. But if you also say, I want this to go to Twitter, but you only post on Thursdays for Twitter, and then you also want this to go to TikTok, it only posts on Sunday for TikTok, you just create the post once, select all three platforms, and then it automatically launches on each of those days based on the criteria for each. I used that when I had my agency back in 2017, and I still believe it's still around. So not even from an AI perspective, that's just a great software tool for scheduling one post across multiple platforms. But I do know that there's a lot of new AI tools out there that you can connect Agora Pulse to. And when you finish a talk or a transcript and the trigger is turn this transcript into a blog post, a video post, or whatever, then that would talk to not only create the content, but then you'd have another trigger on the back end of it that'll say, okay, once you have all this data, now disseminate it to Agora Pulse, and then Agora Pulse does it's
Okay.
there are tools out there. I don't personally use any, but
Okay.
if you were looking at any of them, I would, when it comes to picking software, this is just a fundamental rule that I go with. Is the tool going to accomplish what I need it to do? Yes, cool. Does the tool, is it easy for me or my team to use, right? Like it's simple, it's not too much of a headache, or there's not a large learning curve to a degree. Yes, cool. And then lastly, what's the monthly budget, right? Can I afford it? Does it fit within my monthly stack? Okay. If it's yes to all three of those, really it just like if you're trying to compare, contrast, like which one's better, you just got to go, well, now I got to dive deeper into okay, it does the job that I needed to do, but it also has these other functions that this other one doesn't have. So you got to get a little bit more refined on what you're going to pick. Oh, this one doesn't have a big learning curve. This one does have a big learning curve. Oh, okay. Which one do I want to go with? I can do both, and then of course, affordability. What's the monthly charge? Most of these things are doing some sort of monthly subscription model. But if you ask that question, and this is for everyone, this is not just for AI tech, this is tech across the board. ClickFunnels, Go High Level, Agora Pulse, Opus Clips, any software you're looking to buy, just run it through those questions, because I want you all to be equipped with how to make fast decisions on picking software versus saying, I've been reviewing like 9 different AI softwares and I don't know which one to pick yet. Like, how long have you been reviewing them for? Oh, like a couple months now. Like, oh man, it's a couple months wasted. Like, move fast. So that's my framework for picking software.
Okay, cool. And then I don't know if you've delved into this with regards to real estate or drumming up leads in general. Is there like I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate motivated seller leads instead of me trying to cold call, cherry pick different leads, not knowing if they're motivated or not knowing if they have to sell. Are there any tools out there, any suggestions, or maybe you've
what's the strategy to get in front of more motivated sellers, right? Like that's the top question I get.
Exactly.
Not just the real estate space, but that's how do I get more customers into my business, right? Like that's exactly what it is, right? So when it comes to any strategy, there's multiple strategies out there that can work. The one that I've seen work the fastest, right? It comes down to like, go build this webinar funnel and go do this. And like those things work, but people forget to tell you that to build the stuff out, it takes time. And some of those things take more time than something else that could generate similar or better results. And so I'm going to get my whiteboard up here working, because this is a great question for me to draw out. I always like to draw on my whiteboard. So if I can get it to work, that'll be nice. There we go. Okay, perfect. So let's share screen. And we'll do a quick walkthrough of what I feel can be the best, and what I've seen be the best and work the best when it comes to driving traffic for leads, especially in the real estate space. Because when it comes to real estate, we got to know the customer. When we know the customer in real estate, you have to build a ton of trust. We got to identify a need. We got to identify a problem. We know what the problem is, right? They're trying to sell, but the real estate agent's not working. The real estate agent route's not working. Working with their buddy is not working. Selling it on their own is not working. Nothing is working for them, right? So where are they going to turn to get help, right? Typically, they're going to turn to Google, search, and this is important. I'll point this out, and or the other visual learners and auditorial learners. I am one of these folks. I never go to Google first. I always go to YouTube first. Now, YouTube and Google are the same, which is great here, but we have to think of My wife is the polar opposite. She'll go to Google search first and look for an article that has bullet points and she can read it, versus I would rather go to YouTube and see someone talk about it, see someone touch it, see, you know, a real person to a degree. Like, hopefully it's not AI. Tell me, is this good or bad? Give me insights, give me answers. Like, anytime I'm doing something in the house, if I'm working on electrical stuff, I'm not an electrician, I'm not going to Google search for electrical like walkthrough. I'm going to go to YouTube.
Right.
So these are going to be the main two areas. And where I say start with YouTube first when you're creating content to start resonating and driving traffic, is because the beauty is on Google search, the top part, they now put videos, suggested videos, at the top part of Google search. So if you know how to rank your videos on YouTube well, good thumbnails, good title, good SEO, all the stuff that you need to rank high, well, you could still get people who are searching up here. Your videos could still pop up at the top. So that's a kind of a hidden hack not a lot of people know about now when you're on Google, is that the reason why you want to have YouTube videos out there with all the SEO optimization is because if people search on Google search site, those videos still pop up at the top and you can rank up there before you rank on YouTube.
Okay.
Now YouTube, people are on YouTube, they're searching how to sell my house, right? That's probably the number one search thing. I could look it up right now. I'm sure it's high. So from a perspective of how do you drive new people, you need to now have front-facing marketing, getting your face out there, your voice out there. People need to start knowing who Adrian is. What do you do? How do you do it? And so the first few videos should be, or at least the first video should be, is like who you are, what you do, and then how to work with me. That'll lay the foundation of the channel. That'll lay the foundation of what's out there. And then you can have and include links to each of these in your follow-up videos. So when you start making follow-up videos, which I'll talk about what are those videos, you will then have links to each of these shows. You'll be able to put those in the description. So when your new videos, you can say, hey, look, I know this might be the first time you've come across me. So what I've done down below is I've given you 3 powerful videos that talk about who I am, what I do, and how to work with me. So if any of the information you've saw today is giving you butterflies, like, oh, there is a solution out there for you, then I highly encourage you watch those 3 videos first. And then my team will, at some point, you'll have an ability to get on my calendar or give us your information and we can connect with you. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got videos made on Instagram, Reels, but now it's just trying to figure out how to get it on the other platforms.
Perfect, right? So IG, again, could be the next platform where you're doing Reels and stories. Now, if we want to why am I dumbing on the word? Repurpose. If we want to repurpose the Reels and the videos and everything you have on Instagram, that is time consuming. You might not be like, that's just going to be a simple, got to download it, got to upload it, download it, upload it. Like, gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
But Reels, right? So the reason why I said start with number 1 here is because when you make a 5 to, let's say, even 20-minute video, well, now you have the video needed for YouTube. You post the main video, but now you create the 30 to 60-second clips, and then you repurpose over here. It's an easier way to repurpose backwards, or that way versus, oh, I made all these clips and reels, I posted them on Instagram, but now I got to go to YouTube. It's just more work versus, let me create the long form video first, a 5-minute or 20-minute video. Let me use AI or a team member to clip up all my stuff. Those will go on YouTube as well. That's a whole other process, but they'll also go to Instagram, and I want to make sure that they're spread across. And Opus Clips is actually allows you to do that. So do you use Opus Clips at all?
I've heard, I think I've heard of Opus.ai.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same thing or not.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my back end of what it looks like. So you get a full take. And then we're talking about affiliates, right? So I'll grab my link right after and give it to you. So if you decide to sign up. So, all right, I'm in my platform. So this is Opus Clips. And I love this. When you're trying to move fast, you got to use AI if you don't have a team. So this was an hour-long video. Let's see how long it was. Yeah, this was an hour and 4 minutes long from one of my recent Tech Savvy Tuesday calls. Now, I know it doesn't look perfect in the formatting, and I get that when I do these calls, but at the stage where I'm at in my business, I just want to get content clipped up and I want to get out there as soon as possible. Like, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I'm just trying to be heard. Until I become Alex Hormozy, I don't need to worry about doing the high as high. I just need to get it out. So that hour-long video, just like today, if I clip this up, it generated like 36 clips for me. So it did all the work for me. It ranked it. It told me, like, if I open it up, it's going to give me the hook, the flow, the value, the trend were all A-minuses. This is one of my top clips. And again, right, don't leave customers hanging, turn old leads into gold, right? So this is where I was talking about kind of like follow-up systems. Like most people just go after the new customer and they don't really say like, well, wait, why don't I go talk to people I actually served really well and see if they want to do more business with me, or do they have anybody else that wants to do business with me? Like they're going to be my word of mouth referral. So obviously Opus Clips did all the research for me, clipped it up exactly for what I needed. I don't forget how long this one is. I think this may be like a 30-second clip, 47-second clip. But now I can post it to my desired platforms. I don't have them plugged in right now, but if I were to plug in my desired platforms, I could just pick the platform I want, hit select the time, and then hit schedule. So that one clip would be scheduled across all the platforms I'd had plugged into Opus Clips.
Okay.
So yeah, we can confirm and exit. Now, that's if we're moving fast, right? So if I had Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube all linked into my Opus Clips, and I just wanted to just disseminate these to each of the platforms real quickly, I would just use the tool like this. I don't know how effective it is. I've never used it. That's actually a new option that I came across a couple weeks ago. Go walking through a similar, I forgot, I think Sabine even, one of my other students, she might have mentioned it, but schedule it right here inside the platform. So Opus Clips, one, that's why you can take, that's why I recommend doing the 5 minutes to 20-minute long videos, clip them up, because then it's easier to disseminate. And then the full video you release on YouTube, and you want to make sure it's optimized properly. So let me do this real quick. So the first thing I'm going to do is drop the Opus Clips link in the chat for everybody. So that's my affiliate link. There's my disclaimer. You don't pay more, you don't pay less, but if you do pay, then they'll send me a referral fee for driving, business to them. But I want to get back into the second part of your strategy, Adrian, because this is very important. You have your first few videos. Those will live within other videos. But what videos should you make from there on moving forward? Like, that's the next question. And now that I have my whiteboard back up, so these are the main three focuses of where you should be putting your content, right? Number one is going to be YouTube. So that's just, so we'll do one. This is really not even kind of like, it'll just go here, 1.2. And then number two would be posting over on IG and or TikTok. And then the call to actions for all of these are to go watch the full video on YouTube. Right? Because they're shorter clips. Like, hey, if you liked what's in this video, go watch the full video over on YouTube. So your URL link, any links that you can have on those two platforms should always point back to one of your videos or your channel on YouTube. Because the idea is we want to drive people onto YouTube. You have your three main videos that will live in every single description, but what strategy should I do for posting videos? Answer questions, become the expert. That's like just list out 100 questions home sellers are need help with today in this environment in 2025. Make a video for every single question. Just go right down the list. Don't have to overthink it. Don't need to make a PowerPoint presentation. Just pull the question up on the screen if you want so it looks nice, and then you just sit there and answer the question. And you go right down the list, right? If you're the expert and you know how to help sellers sell, here are the top 20 questions. I'm going to go through the top 20 questions sellers in 2025 are struggling with to sell in their homes. I hope this video today helps you get more clarity, more confidence. Some of these things might actually help you get over the hump and sell your home, and I hope that's the case. If it is, leave a comment down below. And then thirdly, some of you want help doing this. And if at the end of this video, you feel like you want to work with me and I can help you overcome these things in selling your home, there's going to be a cool link down below that allow you to get on my calendar. Go click that link. Okay, question 1, blah, 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 blah. Question 2, blah, 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 blah. Question 3. And you're just going to be in your moment answering these questions. Now that may be a 20, 30-minute video. Clip it up. Opus Clips will probably clip up the answer to each question in most cases. And you're just funneling people back to that main video. You optimize the title so it matches. So when people search, you rank at the first or second page on YouTube. You create an amazing thumbnail so people stop and it stands out. And then you have, like I said, a great title that gets people to click. And then from there, you disseminate it as many places as you can. Rinse and repeat. Can you make another video? Can you make another video? Make another video. The more you put out, the more eyeballs are going to see you. The more eyeballs you see you, now we live in a world of numbers. If you get 100,000 sellers across the nation to see Adrian, and you only convert 1% of those folks into people you actually help sell, that's what, 10,000 people?
Yeah, I could handle
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want 10,000 new customers?
Yeah.
So that would be like a goal times 0.01. No, it's only 1,000, but even still, that's a lot. 1,000 new customers at 1%. So the goal is visibility. You already have a solution. You know you can help people. It converts. You've helped people in the past. But your main problem is not visibility, traffic. How do I, and not just traffic, but also like traffic you can manage, traffic that you don't like, you have to put all the work in for. The work you're doing, let's say for the next 30 days, Adrian, you have a full content schedule on every video you want to make. You go balls to the wall and you get a database of like 50 videos. You just need to wait for each of them to release. Maybe you release 2 a day. That's fine. Multiple a day. Then we have obviously got to wait for those videos to pop off. Are they getting viewerships? Am I sharing it everywhere? What's going on? Let me monitor. Let me look at the data. Let me make sure I'm doing good in the video. Am I practicing all the YouTube strategies to make sure my video is actually informative and people stay through the whole thing? And then from there, we can ask ourselves, well, Matthew, I posted 5 videos 2 weeks ago and I got 50 leads. And of those 50 leads that signed up to get on my calendar, I helped 2 of them sell a house. Then you tell me, like, is that a good conversion? Is that the numbers you like? Based on how much you made off the sale of those houses, right? That'll be like totally worth doing the 5 videos last week, 2 weeks ago. Okay, then. So I know, Adrian, you're part of the Gator community, the Pace sub 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's no secret what Pace is doing.
Right.
Like, yeah, he's building community, but he's getting in front of as many people as possible to drive trust, drive traffic for all the other stuff he's doing. So once you figured out the traffic game, you have to have, like, does the product actually work game? Like, does it actually get results? And then if it does, you just magnify it more and more. So there's a reason why Pace is constantly just putting out more and more videos, more and more live calls. Just, he's freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
And so when I worked with Javier, that was the case. So like right now with Javier, he's getting close to 1,000 subscribers right now. He's gotten a couple deals from some of his organic videos. But we focused on short form content versus long form in terms of the quality of his long form content really wasn't that great. We were just kind of like spray and pray, like, hey, let's just document. Let's not worry about making them the best. And so now Javier is shifting his focus to making sure the videos are the best now. But yeah, he's pumped. He's getting people recognizing. He was at the Squat Up Summit in Dallas, and he said like 3 or 4 people walked up to him and said, "Dude, I'm from Canada, and I've seen your YouTube videos." You know, so he's getting out there. But the question is could he be doing more? Yes. Could we all be doing more?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We'll go that route next. We'll go the YouTube route next.
Yeah, that's my recommendation for you, Adrian, in terms of what can you do now to move the needle the fastest that doesn't require so much overhead.
Yeah.
It's literally just, okay, I can go to ChatGPT right now. You can get 100 questions, top questions sellers have, turn on your iPhone, record. You can get those first 5 videos, 10 videos up within a week on YouTube, right? Don't overthink it, but do it as best as you can. You might have to learn some new skills on optimizing YouTube videos, right? Titles and how to present them. You're only going to get better over time, but you do that right now versus, oh, let's have you try to build a 45-minute fun webinar, all the slides that goes with it, and then pitching, to work with me at the end of it. Like that's successful too, but that might take you like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Versus taking action today, that's where my advice comes from. Like that's the focus, and it doesn't hurt to YouTube. At the end of the day, it's like stock markets, cryptos. People believe in a lot of stuff. I believe in YouTube being here forever. It's not going anywhere soon.
Yeah.
I've got a side project that I've got my wife working on. We're trying to build our family brand. I mentioned this before because I'm like, I'm not afraid putting kids on the internet. I'm not afraid to be on the internet. My wife's like, I think we all feel we have great, funny families. So it's like, but why can't we be the next family that when we go to Disney, we document it, have a good time, get 100,000 viewers, and then we make a custom t-shirt for our Disney trip, and then we sell 1,000 t-shirts at $20 a pop.
Yeah.
Why can't we be that next family that makes 20 grand off merch sales?
Right.
Because they just follow us having fun at Disney. That's all these families are doing. Hey, come follow us to Fiji. We're on a boating trip, and we're going to Disney. Come check us out. Like, people are bored. They want to watch stuff. And
no, that makes sense. Well, I know it's a lot of like Gen Xers are afraid to get in front of the camera and put their face out there. But vice versa, a lot of the millennials and Gen Zs, they're afraid to talk to people. So, they're not afraid to get in front of the camera.
Exactly. And again, right, to each their own. There's a lot of mental shifts and mindset beliefs that they have to overcome.
Yeah.
And normally when I'm talking with clients that have that fear of getting on camera, I always reverse it and say, well, think of it from a perspective of the client, the person you're trying to help. They've been waiting for you, and because you're afraid to get on camera, they'll never find you because maybe you're the person, the solution they need.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you think that, then that should help you overcome getting on camera or knocking on the next door. Because we're in it for business, but I do what I do here. I don't make edits. I mess up. I don't know all the answers, but I do it the way that I do it because I know everybody who's here is live, who watches my videos. Like, I want people to get clarity so they move in their business 1 inch forward even. If it's not perfect, that's fine, but at least they leave this call with clarity and confidence that they're moving in the right direction and they start moving that needle. That's why I do these calls. They're not, planned. They're just like, hey, I'm live. Who can I help? Who can I support? And then we dive in like two separate topics. We're talking to Dr. Tony about her affiliate marketing strategy, potentially going down that route. We're talking to you in terms of how to drive more leads in the real estate space, like, motivated sellers. Where are they living? What are they doing? Right? They're typically asking ChatGPT or Google, how do I sell my home?
Yeah.
So,
okay, good. Thank you,
Adrian,
sir.
I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, make sure you drop make a post in the school and drop your YouTube handle and whatever you're working on, your Instagrams and all that stuff, so that way I can go check it out. But also, more and more people can get to know you. And again, right, this is what I love about Pace, about being go-givers. If anybody's struggling with selling their home, I know we're geared more towards digital marketing in here, but like, reach out to Adrian. Like, we've got an expert in our community that helps do these kind of things. Leverage our relationships. And so that's why I want you to post that, but 2, I want people to like do business with people we know.
Cool. All right. Well,
thanks,
next week
Adrian.
I'll have a question for you on digital marketing because I'm working on something, but I've taken up enough time. But
save it for next week. You got a nice strategy to keep you busy for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Thanks, Adrian.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Tony, I know you wanted to share some of your numbers from your recent speaking engagement. So
that can wait till next week too. It's nothing that's going to change anything this week. I'm working on some other things.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Tony, I appreciate you both being here, and as well as Jose. He's already left, but yeah, Tech Savvy Tuesdays. You know, tell the folks where we're at, what we're doing, get them in here. You all have. We just talked about the affiliate link. I know it's only $5 today, but the sooner we get to 50 paid at $5, one, they get to take advantage of what we have here, what I'm bringing, because obviously it's super undervalued. But again, if no one knows about it, no one can take advantage on it. And so that if you want to leverage it that way, say, hey, we're getting close to 50 paid members at $5 a pop. Matthew, this is what we offer. You should sign up. Once we get to 50, that'll bump to $47. And then you promote it the same way. It's still underpriced for 4 live calls a month.
Matthew,
Really trying to change it out. Absolutely.
Question about when you said the Opus, I actually had that on my list to join this week. So by clicking it, it's your affiliate?
Correct.
There you go. It fits right into what we were talking about.
Yep. That fits right in. That's why I always have those links ready to go for all the software that I use. And again, like I showcase them, right? I just, hey, this is why it's perfect. This is why I use it. Here's the benefits of it. If you'd like to go get it, use my link. All right. You're not going to pay more. You're not going to pay less. It just, right. That's how you support the show. That's how affiliates can be a great way, right? And based on their commission model, right? Their commission model, I think I only get paid the first payment, or I only get paid when you buy credits for the first 12 months. After 12 months, if you buy more credits, they don't pay me anymore. But, you know, credits, it's a pay to play platform. So you'll get free credits. And then if you're like, well, I got a lot of videos I want to clip up, they make you buy more credits to clip up more videos.
Yeah, I use stuff like this. I do it all by hand. And the idea, and I pay people on Fiverr to do it for me, so I just throw it away. But I might as well do it myself here. And it looks like the pro plan is $14.50 a month. It's like on sale, which makes it 50 cents less than the starter program at $15. So
that's interesting.
I'm gonna check that out because I know that I will use it every week. The credits doesn't make sense for me. Makes more sense.
I didn't even know they offered that kind of plan anymore.
Yeah, they have Starter, Pro, and Business, and I would definitely jump on Starter, but right now it looks like the Pro is on sale for less than the Starter. That might be if you buy a year. I'll see.
Yeah, that's if there's a tab right at the top where it says year and monthly.
Yeah.
So if you select over to monthly, it's $29 a month. So in order to get it at $15 a month, this is the marketing trick. You got to buy a year.
Yeah, but it actually
buy a
is
year in
cheaper than the
advance.
Starter if you do it by the year. Okay.
Yeah, and the starter for monthly. No, I didn't even know they had monthly options anymore. So that's new news to me.
Yeah,
because
no,
normally you
they've
would just get a
always
free
worked
account
better.
and then buy a pack, and that would be it. But it looks like they're now doing a monthly model now. Wow.
Yeah, and I see that there's an AI B-roll, and that kind of
A lot of
upsets
tools.
me because I just resubscribed to a film place where I get B-roll that I use for my TV show. So anyhow, fantastic.
No, yeah. Like I said, this tool is one of the ones that's leading the charge. A lot of options. But again, right, if you're a solopreneur trying to do everything on your own, like this is a great tool. The way we use it for Javier, just so everyone's clear, is we get the clips, but we have a VA and an SOP that we give her the YouTube link, and she does all the clips. She renders it, she downloads it, she uploads it, she schedules it out on YouTube. And I think it's only like 2 hours worth of work that we have her do it. So I think we're paying like $6 an hour. So $12 to have a VA just run the video through, download the clips, upload them on YouTube. So they're all scheduled out 2 to 5 per day. Boom. It's $12 and I don't have to do 2 hours plus worth of work.
Oh, beautiful.
All right. Enjoy your Tuesday, team. Take care. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks.